are we doing as a team within our own airport facility terminal to make sure we are ready? We have had some challenges in the past, but again, this is our 16th year. We should have become veterans, and we told ourselves that we have reached first stage of adulthood. So we must take responsibility. A lot of it was with maintenance. A lot of it was with plowing back infrastructure to make sure that we're ready. So what we did this year was we started from August with a plan that we coined the PPPP, Peak Period Preparatory Plan. So we began from August. We started looking at what the spare parts would take. We started looking at the infrastructure to be able to work on it, the training. We even called in all of our vendors. You know, when we say vendors, we have stakeholders that work with us. The people who run the lifts, the escalators, the x-ray machines, the high-level tops, the roofing, all the things that we look at that will make sure that we're actually ready, things that are in the background that don't actually show up until there is a squeeze on it and then it cracks. So we looked at that and we did a lot of training, in-house training, working with our own staff, especially on conflict management and on making sure it's done. One thing we are also doing when it comes to our preparation is, you know, you spoke about the baggage belts, I've spoken about them. Not only have we worked on the spare parts, the bags, you know, our beloved clients, our customers, our stakeholders, they are going home. They're taking things to grandma. They're coming from America. Some of them travel straight from Washington to Uyo or travel from, Canada all the way home. So their luggage is heavy. And we needed to space it out and look at it and make sure that it doesn't destroy. So we've got a new policy out there with all fabric bags. You know, they say popularly known as Ghana must go. So a lot of those bags come in and we find that they are not well packed. So we have ensured that before that bag goes on our baggage belt, it's wrapped. And a lot of our Americans come with the backpacks and they are loose items that get caught in the baggage. Then we are in trouble. So we've also put out a notice there saying you detach it or wrap it so that we are ready. And then we've had extra staff. So we went in for these young, strong IT people, interns, and we've asked the whole team of them, we've ordered about 10 of them just to move around the terminal and to be there when we're checking in and to space the bags out and to push this bag away for wrapping. So that's just logistics. And then we worked on training. So are we ready? We have so many more things to think about when it comes to the security, when it comes to parking, when it comes to managing the crowd, when it comes to the information sharing that they're getting. And we are working with our own partners, the airlines, then NCAA, the regulatory bodies, the ones that are in charge, actually, of the customer. Consumer Protection Unit of the NCAA has been very, very good with us. We're working with them. We're working with the aviation security that is also from our parent body, which is FAN. So at the end of the day, it's a collaborative effort. It's teamwork. It is awareness. It is information. We call a new project which we work on, we call it the Escalade Cascade. What does that mean? If I'm a junior staff member and I see something, in our own society, it's like, don't say anything, just keep quiet about it. No. So we've brought in that, that dissemination of information. We say, escalate it. You've seen something, maybe not all eyes are where you are, escalate it. And at the same time, the same culture we have as managers, we say, no, I won't tell anybody, I'll hold the information to myself. No, cascade it. When you find out something, tell all the people down in the value chain of your management system so that from the top to the bottom, information is being flowed, just like the circulation of blood within the human being. Yeah. So we are very excited about that. Our staff are very engaged. They are not disenfranchised at all, so that we find sometimes 2 a.m. in the morning, I will get a call, or I will get an alert that, oh, we have an issue, we are working on the air conditioning system, it will be ready by 6 a.m. We also have a system by which by 4:30 hours, 4:30 in the morning, when we open our gates for all customers to come in, we have a readiness awareness message that has come through. Water is running, the systems are working, the baggage belt is working, the check-in systems are working. So a lot of things. I can bore you. I'm so excited about my terminal, but that's how it is for now. Let's look at it this way. These are very sturdy bags in one direction, because they are bags that just help people to pack whatever they can, and at the same time some people even have them as single-use items, because as soon as they are done with it, they are done. And people don't. I like to stand up for that bag. It's a very lovely and powerful bag, because at the end of the day it is so helpful to people. But it used to be a wonderful bag. Let's put it that way. You and I know that the way it was made 12, 15 years ago is not really the way it's made now. So we are not treating the name of the bag well. That's why I said fabric bags, popularly known as Ghana Must Go. They used to be made of jute, which was very strong, and it could hold a lot. That's why the name came up. Now it's made of very substandard plastic. As soon as you pick it up, it's destroyed. It tears. People's belongings fly all over the place. Some people are carrying things. It's not fair for me to know what you are carrying. Not my business. It's your privacy. But if that bag is not going to hold up, we also don't want it interfering with other people's things, or even disgracing you, or giving you, making it not easy for you to travel. You get to your destination, there's nothing left in your bag. Therefore, we feel that in order for us to make sure we have a 9-level baggage system at the back, in the hidden areas where people don't know really what is going on, we have belts coming forward from here, from the east side to the west side, running through the X-ray machines, and dividing themselves so that the baggage handlers can pick it up to over 10 airlines. We are running 49 airlines a day, so the system is moving very quickly. And for that to happen, we do not want a situation where we have to shut the whole thing down, because some bag has had a loose strap or has broken down. Sometimes they're carrying liquid items, which really shouldn't be. They try to freeze it, then it destroys. So when we say wrap the bags, it's actually for safety reasons. It's actually for security reasons, for convenience reasons, for operational reasons.
So what do we wrap the bag with?
So 2 things have proven internationally acceptable as a standard. So these are baggage wrapping machines that have been accredited by the International Civil Aviation Authority. So if I said wrap it and you have your own other, cloth bag with zips, I don't have a problem. What I'm trying to prevent is A, your baggage being opened, torn and damaged all over the baggage belt, or B, the straps catching with some of our systems. So if you want to wrap your bag yourself, and we know that your straps are not going to destroy, or your bag is not going to open up, it's not a problem. That's what we're looking for. It's not so the baggage wrapping system is a form of plastic, which is like a shrink wrapping system, but not the one we see in our kitchens. This is a more industrial one that comes through those machines. So we have, I think, 2 or 3 or so accredited baggage wrapping systems that we know we can accept.
In the terminal?
Within the terminal. Some people come with them wrapped already. I don't really have a problem. What we know is, what is the key objective of why the bag should be wrapped? Once we achieve that, you understand, we're happy. Are there loose items? No. Can this bag break open if it no? Sure, you're good to go.
Okay.
All right, you and I are living in a beautiful and amazing country. We have fantastic fellow Nigerians, and also the Nigerian traveling public. I'm very careful about that, because it's not just Nigerians, no. It's the Nigerian traveling public. So what happens? Just as you said, we have a system by which you can get dropped off, free and cheap. There are some airports, just to enter, you pay £5. you pay XYZ in their currency. You pay just to drop off. It's a toll. We don't do that. Drop off, not a problem. But what we also have is a system where my departure is not fiscally separated from my arrival. We have some airports, the departure is down, the arrival is up, 2 levels different. I know whether you are picking up or dropping, no. For me, I have a single-use boulevard that we have for departure and arrival. So there are some things that I am unable to mitigate against. However, what we are saying is to make this space well and truly open for all the people who are coming in. We therefore say for arrivals, for safety, for crowd control, for ensuring that some poor, unassuming passenger is not picked up from nowhere and we cannot accredit that car, we don't know what's going on. No. We are saying let that system be spaced out, be carefully managed, be watched over, do you understand? So that we are sure that our arriving passengers are being treated right. So we say we have various car parks. As I said, my wonderful Nigerian factor. So I have a car hire set of guys. There are about 6 or 7 different teams there. They've got their cars there. They are accredited. We know them. We have their numbers. They have signed up with us. They have a section within my on the ground floor of our departure and arrival area where you can go there, pay your taxi fare, and off you go. We also have the diplomats of Nigeria, which are diplomats all over the world. They have a little section for themselves. And that's over there, especially for them. They can come out and they can also access that area and they can go. I also have what we call a VIP section. Now, you and I know that we have a lot of very busy Nigerians and Nigerian traveling public that they want to skip the time, beat the crowd and all that. So there's a VIP section also there, which you can gain access to with a special card. That's a paid service. You want to pay for it? Go ahead. And then we have our multi-story car park. We call it MSCP. 4 levels, 3 covered levels, 1 ahead level, which takes over 800 to 900 cars at a go. So in every space of 90 minutes, we can take another 800 cars, we can take another 800 cars. We have an overnight service there, we have a long stay, short stay. So what have we done? Ever since during the year, we found out that, like you said, it's not everybody that understands this system. What we did is we had a look at our payment structure and we said, you know what, if you really just want to spend 30 minutes, driver, are you nearby? I'll be landing at 4:30. When I land, I will call you. I don't want to spend money. I don't want to waste time. Drive in, go to the 2nd floor. I will link you through the MMA2 link bridge. Get onto the 2nd floor. I'll come through. I'll take the elevator down to the 1st or to the 3rd if you didn't find. 500 naira, 30 minutes. And so what we did is we changed our car parking system. And so the driver jumps in and the payment system, we now have an automated paying system. You can come in, you can pay with every form of payment structure. So even with cash, we were running, when it was an amount of money that needed change, it was causing trouble. So 500 naira, pretty easy. Give you 1,000, take a change. We did that. Then we looked at it and we said, but the next 1 hour, if you and I, women, we're coming to drop our family or our sons or our this, we need a little bit more time. You can come in, park, drop, check in, and then it's just about 1 hour. You're rushing out because you don't want to pay. No. So we made the next 90 minutes instead of 30. So after 30 minutes, the next is 90 minutes. And it's just a single amount of money, which actually gets you more. You can shop quickly. Let me go to the shop. Let me drink a cup of tea after checking you in. And I spend 90 minutes and paying less than what you can imagine. And then after that, it's only 100 naira. After that, for about 4 hours, you are just paying 100 naira extra. So people they were like, hey, you've changed your price. Then they looked at it and said, oh, wait a minute, it actually favors us because I can spend the first 90 minutes and even if I spend another 30 minutes, it's 100 naira. It's okay because I'm going to go here and have an eatery. So we realized that actually made it possible for people to calm down. That's the first thing we try to do, de-escalate certain situations and make it known. We also made sure that we resensitized the guys who, whether we like it or not, law is law. In any country, from the USA to Australia to here to there to even Rwanda and all African countries, there must be law enforcement.
But are they complying?
Oh, very well. The reason I'll say that is because we had a system that we introduced called reading of rights. Madam, if I come and park and I read you your rights, I called it reading of rights because at the end of the day, I am letting you know. Please, when you are parking for security and safety reasons and for convenience reasons is not permitted. You can use the car park or you can go around once again. It's not a problem. But stopping and waiting is called reading of rights. And you do it strike 1, strike 2, strike 3. We found that it de-escalated a lot. We got reduced from 20, 30 cars sometimes. Sometimes we get 3, 2. Because there are those who refuse to listen, even though we give them the chance. So what we did not do and what we had to, it's not easy because, it's a case of, I catch you. No. We do that with our children, where we read the children their rights.
Yes.
Another set of wonderful special people that we love a lot. So it's difficult. You see, whether we like it or not, we have every genre of Nigerian within our society. Everybody is traveling. Those who are very busy, big businessmen, the government, the corporate, the diplomats, and our own brothers and sisters that need to go. Sometimes you find that because of overheads and costs, it might be quite expensive to get out of the terminal. Hey, why can't you take a taxi out? Maybe because it's 4,000 or 5,000 or it's 2,000 or 3,000 naira. So we cannot also disenfranchise people who cannot afford the taxi car system, the ride-hailing system, the car hire. They don't have their own cars. We are not there to say we are disenfranchising, but we are there because we don't want accidents. We are there because we don't want other people to take advantage of it and get miscreants that are called touts. Who say, oh, I came because unfortunately, I wish I was here with my chief security officer, Madam Monica. She would tell you of the very difficult cases we have. Picked up a young lady, her family came, we had to use our CCTV to show that she came out of the aeroplane and she left the terminal building. That's when they kept quiet and said, it's not at MMA2. But if not for our CCTV system, this guy picked her up. They didn't see her again. So we are very concerned about our customers. But once they step off our territory, technically, they are no more in my hands.
Yes, you're not responsible.
So you are saying. So it's a difficult one. So what we do, we station more of our aviation security outside our gates just to say, move along, move along. So what we found through the side of our eye, they walk a long way, but they still... We wish they would not. We wish they would plan and do it properly. So we are looking at what we can do to make sure that everybody who, that's what they can afford, that's what they want to take, well, it's okay, but we wish you would take care of your own safety. Thank you very much. Yes, it's a wonderful opportunity to get a message out there. Like you said, we sometimes become the green grass under two big elephants, my airlines and their passengers. We are just a terminal facility provider, but at the same time, we must take responsibility. And when I say take responsibility, to ensure that we are able to sensitize everyone, including the airlines, including the passengers too, about what everyone's rights are. So it's called the ICAO Law 19. ICAO being International Civil Aviation Authority. They have a million clauses, but there is a clause called Clause 19 that explains what the rights of the passenger are and the rights of the airline. And a body such as Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, Consumer Protection Unit, is also responsible to ensure this law or these rules and regulations or these forms of engagement are enforced. So what happens when there is a delay? Where do we begin from with a delay? Like you said, it could be weather, it could be force majeure, it could be something that is causing unrest. The skies are closed. What do we do? So there are those that the airlines say, it's not my fault, don't talk to me. And then there are those where some pilot didn't arrive, something is wrong with the plane, I want to be sure I'm safe and secure. So a whole lot is involved in communication. A whole lot is involved in sensitization. A whole lot is involved in everyone taking up their own responsibility. But what we have done recently, when we realized that, again, my wonderful Nigerian factor or African factor or just general human beings being very afraid of conflict. Some of my airline staff, maybe they haven't got all the information they need to get. So we're also encouraging our airline management. Can you always communicate with us, but with your own staff? Do not allow them to be afraid to face up to reality. Sometimes abroad you will hear, we are sorry, the snow did not allow the pilot to come, so the aeroplane is delayed. Everybody go, but they know, they feel much better about the information.
Tell them the reason.
I agree with you. Due to operational flight is cancelled. Oh my God, you get them angry.
Yeah.
It's not my fault that the flight is cancelled. You get them angry. So there are certain things that should be taught, and there are others that come with character and come with it. So what we are doing, we are working hard with our regulatory bodies. We're working hard with the airlines when it comes to communicating with them, disseminating the right information, making spaces for you. If I have what I call a creeping delay. Creeping delay, oh, we are delayed an hour. Oh, well, we didn't get it right, another 2 hours. Okay, we are rescheduling at 10 p.m. at night in this society. And so they say, no, you're supposed to take me to the hotel. I personally told one of my staff that, you know what, if it is 11 p.m., and you want to take me out of this wonderful MMA2, I don't know where I'm going. I'm not sure of my safety.
I'd rather stay here.
But then so there's two schools of thought. What do we do? When the delay has become a creeping delay, over 6 hours, at 11 p.m. at night, let's be realistic. What are we doing? So what has MMA done? We are working with them. Yes, we agree. You, the airline, this is what you're supposed to do. You, NCAA, you're supposed to deal. Where are the staff? What are we doing? But what are we also doing? Is it, we have to power up ACs, lighting, electricity.
Into the night.
Make sure, because there we cannot. I still cannot push you out, even though you are not my responsibility. You are. So it's a difficult one. But then also we cannot say that because of that, we will allow the system not to work. So it is back to the fact that if we have top-down commitment, it's beautiful. And we also have bottom-up, understanding of what the situation will be. We can de-escalate a lot of things, make sure that there's conflict management, make sure that things do not get into a state where it is deteriorating. We will be okay. None of that will happen this year. That's our prayer.